Hey everybody, it's Tony George, DocSports.com, your Thursday update here. Going to get to two college basketball picks for you, one lean and one official free play. I think we swept last night for you 3-0 and hit one the day before as well. So nice little run on the free plays here. Bounced right back after kind of a tumultuous week last week with the freebies. Mentioned a 3-0 sweep yesterday on the free plays. How about a reverse sweep the other way with my premium plays? As always, we come on here and tell you like it is. And last night I had the over 129 in the Butler game. Xavier land on 127. UC Irvine -4.5, won by 4. And in the NBA, I had the over big in the Cleveland Atlanta game. Personally lost 2 dimes on that. 234, 234.5, landed on 232. Atlanta only scored 105. So a very crappy day with the premium plays yesterday. Passed in the NHL. NBA still on a 14-4 run. We were playing with house's money, but that one stung a bit. 1 4-unit pick tonight. LA Clippers taking on Boston. I got a strong opinion in that game. And we got a doubleheader tonight out of the Pac-12 and Big West conferences. In college basketball, we will bounce right back. And in the NHL, slump buster card. Rarely in the midst of a slump will I pull out a top play. We have a 7-unit top play and a 4-unit play in the NHL, and my hockey handicapper says wager with confidence, and I have. So we got some fairly cheap numbers on some teams that ought to be both no sweat winners tonight, so we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger with a top play rare in the NHL. Before we get to your free plays here, quickly, NASCAR. A lot of guys asked me yesterday about NASCAR. All week, actually, the Daytona 500, the granddaddy of them all, is this Sunday. I've been talking to my buddy J.J. Yaley. He's running for the 52 car for Rick Ware Racing this year in the Monster Cup Series. JJ ran a couple of Monster Cups last year. Been a friend of mine for 8 or 9 years, and this year he's going full-blown Monster Cup. Kind of unsponsored at the moment. Sure, it's going to be a rough Sunday for him, so to speak. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has the pole in this race. NASCAR last year, plus 88 units and $7,725 to the good for a $100 player. We also were 11-5 with 6-unit picks, and we were 70% with 4-unit picks for the race season last year. Be sure and get over to Docs and get ready. My picks will be up Sunday morning for the Daytona 500, and before tomorrow, hopefully, we'll have a promo code for you to get a big discount off the season pass if you want to go that route. I don't think there was anybody better on Doc's site last year in the NASCAR than myself. The only other guy I know that sells it, I don't even know who sells it over there, actually. I know Scott Spritzer does. I think there's one other, but rare to find a good NASCAR handicapper. And I've got a guy that lives down in Dixie that lives, eats, and breathes NASCAR. And I hired him last year after going through his picks the year before where he just crushed it. And he crushed it last year, and he's back on board this year. And we'll be kicking off our 2020 NASCAR season with the Super Bowl of NASCAR, the granddaddy of them all, the Daytona 500 this Sunday. So be sure and get over to Docs and check that out. Don't forget, we'll give you a free $60 to put towards any package, daily, monthly, yearly, whatever. So you can use that discount as well for a NASCAR package. So be sure, check it out for a month if you've never done it. We do head-to-head matchups on money lines, and we keep the numbers reasonable. And one thing about NASCAR, lines swing dramatically. Not a lot of people bet NASCAR. So if an offshore book takes a $1,000 bet at -110, I will guarantee you that 110 favorite will be -190 in a millisecond. So when these things come out at 8:30, you get them and you wager them right away, because there are dramatic money line swings in NASCAR like no other sport at all. Just bear that in mind. Free picks tonight, a couple of them here. Lean, I looked at Wichita State hard tonight. They're taking on Central Florida on the road. They just coming off losses to Houston and then Cincinnati, and the Cincinnati loss really hurt them. They hadn't fully recovered when they played Houston. They got waxed. But I have a 9-point power rating difference between these two, and Wichita State's on the road laying 3. I'd give a small, and Central Florida, were they 9-4 at home? They're not like it's not like playing at Cameron Indoor or Fog Allen, but nonetheless, I'll lean Wichita State there -3 if you want a little tidbit. My official free play now, I'm going to go ahead and take Iowa in the big game against Indiana here. I like Iowa. They got a great player in Garza. They're a great basketball team. One thing about Iowa is they got the number 20 ranked offense in the country, scoring about 80 points a game. Indiana has been on bad luck. They've lost 4 in a row, and in their last 5 games, they've scored 62 points a game, and that is not going to cut it against Iowa. And Iowa's catching 2 here. I have they should be laying 4. At the end of the day, it's a 7.5-point overlay, which is fairly significant, especially in a Power 5 conference. You'll see a lot of those in, West Coast Conference, Big West, Summit, Horizon, Mo Valley. You'll see a lot of big overlays that really don't equate to a lot because there's such massive home-road dichotomies involved in those conferences. But I think Iowa goes into Indiana tonight. I think they get it done, catch a 2.5. Maybe put a money line bet on them as well, but I'll definitely take the 2.5 points in Iowa for your free pick tonight. Get over to Docs, get yourself hooked up. Have a great Thursday.